Hello everyone, this is Lena Kears from Inspired Creations. I'm a Canadian independent demonstrator with Stampin'Up. And today I just want to highlight the new in colors in this video in making this tri-fold window card. So for this card we're going to be using the Pale Papaya and the Evening Evergreen. However, before we start the card, I think I should just show you the other colors as well. So we have the Polished Pink, the Fresh Freesia, and the Soft Succulent. And they're all very beautiful cards. I'm really thrilled with the colors the new colors that we got. So this is a little chart that shows the in colors that are still in for a year, and then these are the new ones. And it's a very nice grouping of colors. Now, I also have just a little quick show of the Designer Series paper that I used for this card. This card uses the hand-penned petals stamp set and some of the designer paper. So I'm just going to give you a quick little look at these. Oh, there's one more there. And then I'll flip them over. Aren't they beautiful flowers? And then here we have more flowers and some more background paper too. It's beautiful. And then I'm actually not going to make the card in this color. So I'm going to be using the Pansy paper. So I'm going to show you that too. So this is going to be the new designer paper that is on the card we're making today. So lots of flowers and leaves, and this page here actually has dies that cut out the big pansy and the medium-sized pansy there, the smaller one. And then on the back, lots of beautiful soft colors here, and then this stripy one that's pretty bold. So that's the designer paper. That's brand new. Okay, so let's talk about this card. So this card opens up like this, and then it opens up like this. So the window is filled with this shape here. So isn't that an interesting card? So when you see it like this, the window is full, and then when you set it aside, you can display it, I guess, like this, or the window partially, but then the words on the inside show through. So I made this with the Evergreen, Evening Evergreen, and the Pale Papaya, and the hand-penned paper, and a stamp from the hand-penned stamp set. And then the one I'm showing you today is going to be using, I'm not even sure of the names yet, Fresh Freesia, and then the Pansy paper, and also the Evening Evergreen. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I cut out the windows. So I'm using the layering circles, and I use 2 dies from here and 2 dies from here because they fit kind of inside each other, so we needed to stagger them. I needed them for the hole here. To make the big hole is the 2 3/8 inch die, but to make the inside circle is the 2 1/8 inch size. And then to make this ring, I used these 2 here. I didn't even measure them. I just found something that would fit. So this one is 1 5/8, and this one is 1 no, the other one was 1 7/8. This is 1 5/8. This one is 1 7/8. So anyway, I've already cut these things, so I just wanted to show you how I did the window. So now this one here, I did one color on top of the base card, and the dies will cut through that. But on this one, I just really felt it needed a little bit more. So I'm doing a white card front on the Evergreen, the Evening Evergreen background, and then going onto this beautiful fresh Freesia. So I did cut them out all three at the same time, but it didn't cut through entirely. So then it cut through these, no problem. This one, I just had to kind of assist it a little bit to get it completely cut out. But for me, that was worth it. But that's why I'm not doing this cut online. So I've done that already. When I did this one, I glued the papaya layer on to the green and then die cut. But this one, as you can see, it's not glued yet. So this is a regular card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. 3 7/8. Yeah, not quite 4. And then this one is 5 by 3 3/4. Then I've got the inside layer. So we have some designer paper on the inside here. So that's what this is going to be. And this is 1 3/4 by 5. And I've got 2 dragonflies that are going to be similar to that. And then this is the inside part that will sit like this. So this is why it's called a trifold. You've got a fold here, you got a fold here, and you've got a fold there. And it's a window card, so a trifold window card. So this is 5 1/4 by 8 inches wide, scored at 4 inches and 2 inches. So that's how we got that. And now I'm going to show you how this all works to put it together. So we'll start with gluing on these pieces here. And I think I will bring my silicone mat into the picture here. Okay. Now I'm going to have to watch carefully that I match it all up the way it was cut. There we go. So the circle is not hard to match up, but the edges, we want them to be quite even. Okay. So now we'll do the same thing again to adhere it to the fresh Freesia. I should do it like this so I can better see where the hole is exactly. So we want an equal space all the way around, but we also want that hole nicely covered. One thing about using the liquid glue, you have a second chance just to move things around if necessary. Okay, so that's the window part. Now let's work on this part here. So in here we want to stamp some words, and because I'm using the Pansy set, did I show you the Pansy set? Here it is. So there's the Pansy set, and it's got a few more words in there. I'm using the happy birthday and wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. So that's what we'll stamp. I guess I could just glue this in. That should be fine. Yeah, Yes, because I've got some cutouts there. Okay. So this is also needs kind of an equal edge all the way around. And then we'll know where to stamp the words. So the happy birthday gets stamped on the circle, but it's the inside words that I'm going to stamp here. And I'm stamping everything with the Evergreen ink. So that looks good. Now, so I've got 3 circles. This is the same size, cut out with the same die, but this one I cut out with the 1 size smaller die because I wanted it to sit in front. And I'm just going to not use the white one. I'm just going to do it like this so that when this opens, or when the card is closed actually, then we'll have this. So there's already quite a bit of white, so I didn't want more white on there. So I'm just going to stamp the words on here. And try and keep that with an even circle all the way around. And then we're going to close the card and just pop it back inside the circle here to attach it to this layer here. So that's kind of the tricky part here. We want to just make sure we get glue. Oh, don't tell me you're empty. It's getting close. Well, I brought another one just in case that happened. Okay, this one's got lots of glue. Now you want this to be fairly, I can just screw it back in there. Oh dear, I'm gonna get glue on there. I did. Good thing I'm wearing jeans. Okay. So I'm going to lay this in the hole here. Make sure the happy birthday is fairly straight. And now we want to just let this dry for a little bit. So I'm just going to set my stapler on that for now. And I'm going to take this little 1/2 inch by 5, I believe. 1/2 inch by 5. And I'm going to glue that right along the edge here, leaving a little piece of white, just so that it adds some color. And I'll just use my Stampin' Seal for that. So that is the whole height of the white cardstock. But that really adds some nice color to that, don't you think? And then we're also going to add this little bumblebee. That's in the new catalog as well. And I'm looking for my glue dots. had them, oh, here they are. I was going to say, I had them ready to go. So just put that on with a glue dot. And I also want to add this to it. So that just makes it look really special, I think. Okay, so again, need a little bit of glue, so I think it's probably stuck okay by now. But we'll just do this first. Come on. Don't want too much glue here. There we go. Okay, stapler, thank you. And there we go. That's how the card opens. Now we should do a little bit more decorating inside here. So this is the circle I cut out of there, but I don't think we're going to use that. We are going to glue this piece over here. And I thought we could glue just something pretty like that on the inside. Maybe on this side, because this side has got that. Okay. I hear a big fly buzzing around my head. I had my patio door open so the kitty could go in and out today. Now, what was I going to stamp here? Oh, I know. We were going to add a few of these. And I think we'll stamp it in this color. There we go. And I'll move this out of the way now, because we're done gluing. Well, except for this, but I'm just going to use seal for this. And we want to get the pansies going the right way. So there's that part. Now we need to get our dragonflies on there yet. And I haven't colored them. I'm going to, again, color them with an in color. This is the light soft succulent. I stamped it with the evening Evergreen. You can tell I'm still getting used to those names. I don't like to do a lot of coloring online, but I thought this part I could handle. It wouldn't take too long. So are you all excited about all the new things in the brand new catalog? We've got some beautiful stuff that was carried over, and then some beautiful brand new stuff that I'm really excited about. So we'll be showcasing some of that over the next months. And There we go. So if there's anything that you need, here's all my information. My Facebook page, my store on the Stampin' Up website, and my May host code. So if you're a Canadian and you don't have a demonstrator, I'd be very pleased if you used my host code. And if you're local, you can maybe join a couple of groups that I do once COVID is not raising its ugly head anymore. So I'm just using Wink of Stella here because I love the sparkle on the wings. When we go up north to the cottage, I see these dragonflies and they're so pretty. They love to fly around the lake. And you can make their wings really any color that you like because they come in all kinds of colors. So I'm just sticking with the green theme here. There we go. Okay, now we'll use the punch. I have to tilt it a bit so I can see what I'm punching. And the second one. So I didn't dream up this card fold myself, like most card folds have been around for a long time. But I saw this fold. The card looks way different, but the fold I saw on a card posted by, well, the name on the card said Jackie H. So I'm not really sure who that is, but I'd like to give her the credit for showing me this card. And maybe she learned it from somebody else, who knows. So I'm going to use a very thin piece here under the wings, under the body. And a little bit wider piece for the center. It doesn't really matter. Now we could just get those wings up just a wee bit. Well, it looks like a bit of a smudge there, so let's cover that up. And then I've got the narrow one here for this body. Oh, I've got things flying around here. Okay, now, which way should we make him go? Coming down? Yeah, I think that's okay. Oh, forgot to curl his wings. Maybe I can still do it. I know when you put them in the envelope, they're going to go down again, but there we go. Isn't that pretty? And I just love these colors. I was so sad to see Purple Posy go, and then this is darker than Purple Posy, and it's got more pink in it, but it's still a similar color, and I was very happy to see it coming back. I just love this color. So there you have the card, a tri-fold window card. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this card, and I will add all the measurements in the show more beneath the video so that you'll be able to make this card yourself. I hope you enjoy doing it. That's it for today. Bye-bye.